anything could happen. So abstinence, they say. Total abstinence. Total abstinence. That brings me to the issue of you are the ones gonna be talking about that issue, teenage virginity. It's one of the topics you will be talking about. What? Do you think it's something worth talking about?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's important. It's an important subject to talk about.
I know. You just answered my question by what I said. And why is it important?
Because it's wrong, we're too young, so we should wait until we're married.
That's one perspective. Anyway, you're gonna be sharing it. You're gonna be sharing with a lot of teenagers like yourself, and you're gonna be, just hearing, listening to them, listening to teenagers, listening to them, giving advice, because you are gonna be the repertoire of knowledge, and you would have done loads of.
It's a French word, repertoire. Yeah, it's a French word.
It is really.
It is.
Even the way it's spelled, it's spelled like a French word. And it will be a good thing. Are you looking forward to that? Are you excited about
it? Yes, of course.
It involves a lot of work. Aren't you scared?
Yeah.
You want to do a lot of research. You want to do a lot of, pre-program. You going live, seeing you on TV.
I just have, Chris, a question to ask them. As a teenager, I know that you not consider yourselves to be children. But do you consider you to be adults or something in between? What are you? What a
definitely
teenager?
Something in between.
Yeah,
we're not children anymore. Because when we look back at children, like 11-year-olds, we don't have the same mentality. And we always call them like childish. Oh, look at them, they're so childish. But adults are a bit too mature for us sometimes. So we're definitely something in between.
To be called adults.
That's why we're called teenagers.
No,
yeah. But we're like, we're growing each day. We're going to the adults.
But I think it's the point in the teenage life where parents should understand that teenagers want to be respected. A lot of parents get it wrong because they will just want to impose on the teenagers. But that is the stage where we want to. When I was a teenager myself, that was the stage where I want to, discover my own independence. I will be less dependent on my parents. I will need them for guidance, but that's where there is always conflict between parents and the teenagers. There is always conflict. Do you have conflict with your parents? Be honest now. Your parents isn't here. They are not here, are they? Your mom isn't here now. Is she here? Be honest now. Do you have conflict on issues like?
Yes.
Yeah, like. Again, you wanna establish that no, I'm grown up now.
Yeah, true. That of course we have issues with our parents, and sometimes even about stupid stuff. But it's a part of growing up, and
I didn't know. Let me tell you something. I'm not preaching at you. What I'm saying is, you will get to that point where you are a parent as well. And you kind of have teenagers, and
I just say it's just the teenagers when they grow up, like their emotions they change, and their mind, and they change a lot. So because they want more freedom, they want to go out all the time. They want to have fun, and they don't think about school like we don't think. We think about school, but not that much.
What I think, Priscilla, to be honest with you, what I think is the advantage of having some good parents. Not all parents are good parents. Do you know that?
Yes. Yeah.
Teenage delinquency, what we call delinquency in teenager, starts from the home.
Yeah.
Starts with the parents.
The parents.
So if you see any teenager that is delinquent in the society, it all starts with the parents. So thank God, some of us would have been, I would have ended up in the streets, because I personally never had the advantage of growing up with my dad in the family, in a family unit, or But when you have an advantage of a mom or a dad who is controlling you, you take that. Would you take that? Would you appreciate that as this is going to help you, or else you would have ended up in the street or something.
Of course it's going to help us. We might not think it's not going to help us, but when we grow up and we look back, like we definitely think, thank you mom, or thank you dad for doing that, doing this.
Yes.
Definitely an understanding that, look, parents have gone through where we went through.
Yeah.
The path we're going now, they have been there. They've passed through the same path, and they probably can see what we couldn't see as teenagers. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
So when they say something as well, even though we think we know more than them, and of course we might know more than them because we know the technology is more than the parents.
Yeah.
Yes.
We know Facebook more than they do, and we know everything more than they do. We know YouTube. We know everything more than they do. That isn't the end of it. Do you think?
No, they know much more about life than we do. That's what matters in life.
That's what matters. You think so? Yeah.
Yes. Not Facebook or YouTube. No.
But something that I can say is that when I was a teenager, it's completely something. It's not completely, but it's mostly different than what the challenges that they have. You know, there is many evil things happening today. You know, and the technology is so high, as you said. You know, not only the computer, but through the music, many distractions. Distractions, and even the teenagers themselves. The example. One of the main danger for them is their own teenager, you know. Many of them, the family is not united as before. Parents are more selfish, thinking about themselves and not taking care of these children. So they are growing by themselves, they are let alone, you know, and they come to school with all those problems that they have from home, bring that at school, and mix with our children who has a Christian background, good moral education. So they are faced with all these different bad examples, too many bad, and very close to them. Before for us was, we would hear it, you know, from far. Now they live, it's an everyday life, you know. And then
so it's quite challenging, really.
Yes,
it's quite challenging
too much.
I mean, to stay.
The fight is very strong for them. You know, they really have to stand on their feet and not be, you know, moved by all
I
these.
think that is where our faith comes in.
Yes.
That's where it comes in, you know.
Right.
Because thank God for the religion bodies. Whether you're a Muslim, you're a Christian, a Pentecostal, a Catholic, all religions are pointing towards God. They are pointing towards good relationship with God and good relationship with our fellow men, you know. So if we have our faith established in the church or in our places of religion, then it goes a long way to build us up, to make us what we want to be, you know. Like take for instance a young lady who has a future. Maybe she's gonna be a star, you know, but if the future is cut short because she couldn't finish school because she got pregnant, you know, even the kind of stigma that goes with it, like, I don't really think it's a lot of stigma in the Western world, like, there's not much stigma that goes with it, like, I don't really think so.
I don't get you, excuse me.
I mean, like a teenager getting pregnant and then doing not stop and getting dropped out of school for maybe drug abuse, alcoholism, or all this kind of stuff. I don't think it's really seen as a big stigma.
No. It's not a shame at all.
No.
At all.
Because it's happening, like, it's something that happens like quite a few times, and it's something that you see every day. So people are not shocked anymore. It's normal
part of the
for
culture.
them.
This is the culture. They accept it.
Should we accept it? Don't you think? Should we accept it as part of it? Like,
No.
what do we do? How do we get away from it? You can't beat them. You can't run away. You've got to join them. Isn't that what it's saying?
So we've got to teach them.
Yeah.
Teach them not to do this. You know?
Do you mean you join them? Or what do you mean? I didn't understand.
No, I wouldn't join them. I would
join the trend. What it's cool.
No, I wouldn't join because it's hard. You know, it's not
cool,
easy.
Smoking, you know. No. Isn't it cool? Isn't it cool?
Yeah, but it always.
It's not cool when you get addicted.
But it's cool. Are they smoking even without addiction? Is it?
I don't think so.
Thank you. I don't think so either. That's cool because I still a lot of teenagers who think it's cool, You gotta smoke to show you're cool.
But after when you grow up, it's not cool anymore. It's something that you get addicted to.
And
then,
you can't stop. It's like just a waste of money. Like if
then
you didn't
get
start.
lung cancer and a lot
of things. Yeah.
A lot of things.
You have so much to say to our youth, you know, to the teenagers. So you promote Afro Radio like that. Thank you. And now we are going to be rounding up shortly, and in the next 1 or 2 minutes. Remember, Afro Radio